Hi everybody, how's it going? So back with another review here.
Hi.
And maybe of course. So yeah, here to review Top Gun Maverick. Now I just reviewed Top Gun. Um, if you guys want to check out that review as well too. I did the first Top Gun. Uh, and now I'm reviewing the second movie, uh, which came out 30 years from the original. So the question is, 30 years, did that make this movie better, or did that hurt this film that it took so long for it to come out? Usually, when movies tend to do this, I get worried about movies doing this because what they, I feel like a lot of them, the reason why they do it is just because they have a franchise. Back in the day, it was popular, and they feel like they could take that same franchise, bring it to the modern day audience, and it's going to be another hit. So I don't know. Is that the case for Top Gun Maverick? So we'll find out. So again, this movie takes place 30 years after the original Top Gun. So you have Tom Cruise. He's back again as Maverick. This was a movie directed by Kosinski. Joseph Kosinski. He also directed Tron Legacy back in 2010. He also directed. He also directed another Tom Cruise film, Oblivion, and he also directed two video game trailers as well too. I don't know if anyone's remember. It was Halo 3, and he directed the Mad World trailer for Gears of War, which won accolades. So this guy's a real deal. He's directed some good stuff. So now going into this movie, like I said again, you have Tom Cruise, you have Miles Teller, you have Jennifer Connelly, who I haven't seen in a very long time. You got Ed Harris, John Hamm. It's just a whole bunch of people. Big cast here again. So I think a little bit bigger than the last one, to be honest. So this is again, it's kind of the same pretty much as the first one in terms of what the plot is about. You have this there's a really dramatic story about these ace pilots. They're going to Top Gun, but this time Tom Cruise, his character Maverick, he's been promoted, like he's been promoted higher, and he's no longer he was no longer in the Top Gun program. He had graduated from that. So his admiral general, whoever, asked him, who was played by John Hamm, asked him to come back and train these newcomers in the Top Gun program. So now he's the trainer, and and the one in particular that he has his eyes on is Rooster, who is the son of Goose from the first movie. So there's like a lot of emotion. There's like an emotional interaction between those two a lot of the time. So I gotta say, the dogfights in this movie, they did not slack on the dogfights in here. I guess because now we have new cameras and we have new technology and things like that, but the dogfights look so much better in this movie. And I won't dog the ones from 1986 because again, for that time, for that decade, those were some good looking like effects. So I thought they had it down pretty well. Top Gun Maverick's effects, dogfights, all that stuff, the piloting, that's no slouch neither. That actually, it actually looks amazing in here. It's really, of course, just like in the first movie, it's really intense. It'll really have you on edge a lot of the times. I usually characters like usually like the main characters, you know they're going to make it. But even this movie kind of gave me some scares. It gives some doubt that maybe certain characters are not going to make it. And I really admire that for this film. Another thing, and I really like how they've humbled Tom Cruise's character in this movie so much. He is so humbled in this. I actually really like Maverick. I think I like Maverick better in this movie than I did in the first movie, because Maverick he is really humbled. It's so much going against him, like it's not even funny. They even tell him this is at the beginning of the movie. They're telling him, they're like, we have no, it's 2022. Or I think this does take place in 2022. I think this movie actually takes place in like 2007. I think it's like 2017, because that's when they actually first started filming this movie. So it takes place in 2017. And they tell Maverick, they flat out tell him, they're like, there's no need for you. Like, you're a relic of the past. You're old. It's going to get to the point to where it's going to be AI running, AI systems running these fighter jets, not you. You're old news. And it's just the stuff that they kind of go over, man. It just really makes you feel sorry for Maverick. Like, it really makes you feel sorry for his character. He's dealing with the death of a friend in the past. And that's coming back to haunt him. I was shocked, man. This is such an emotional film. This movie's like, it's really emotional. And I don't know if I didn't tell you everybody who was in here, because there's one actor I actually wanted to leave out of here on purpose. And this actor does come back, and it was a really sad, emotional film. I don't really cry on movies, so it didn't bring me to tears or nothing, but it hit me. It was really sad, and just the interaction. I don't know. It was like this. The first movie wasn't as interesting or as emotional as this one was. I think this far surpasses the first film in every aspect: dialogue, acting, character development, the action scenes. Which, again, I don't think the action scenes were slouch even in the first movie. But I mean, it's just, you have to really see see both of them to see what I'm talking about. So it really, like, this movie hits a lot of emotional beats. Again, there's just a lot of really good stuff in here. It just makes you feel good. It's just a really, really good drama about air pilots fighting, and and how Maverick is basically fighting for his relevance again. He's trying to show them, like, hey man, I'm not as old as you guys think I am. But they're telling him the harsh truth is, you're becoming irrelevant these days. Like, you're not this young hotshot that you used to be. And he's slowly starting to see that. So it's just really, you have to see this movie. This movie's really good. I'm gonna give this one definitely my high recommend rating. This is my perfect rating. I think this movie is really good. I know I heard a lot of people talk about how good it was. I like Jennifer Connelly in here. she shuts down Maverick a lot. It's kind of funny, actually. It's just such a good movie. Like I said, it's just, there's a lot going on too. Like I said, even Miles Teller, he's dealing with a loss too. Tom Cruise, he's dealing with loss in this. It's really good. You should really check this out. I highly, highly recommend this one. If you have not seen, if you're like me and you're late to the party and you haven't seen Top Gun Maverick, you should make this on your much watch list. This is really, this is a very good film. So yeah, I'll definitely highly recommend this one. I will say, I know I didn't give this first one as much of a high rating as this one, but to kind of understand what's going on, I think in a way you do have to kind of watch the first movie too, just to kind of get some semblance as to what's happening. Because again, there's that lost thing, and it carries over from the first movie. So definitely check that out. That's my review for Top Gun Maverick. So tell me what you thought about it. If you thought it was a good movie, thought it was really good like I did, or if you looked at it and was like, I mean, it's alright. I mean, you kind of overblown this movie a little too much. Definitely comment and let me know what you think about it. I'll see you next video. Peace.